Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. My name is Steggy, and welcome to episode 2 of our Hytale Let's Play series. Hell yeah. So, on the last episode, we built our adorable little home next to our cozy little pond, and we got a farm going. We also were able to manage getting some full set of copper armor, and we got full copper gear going too. So I wrote down some goals for today. Oh, I hate the doors in this game compared to Minecraft. The door timing when you're passing through is like significantly different than Minecraft. But anyways, with that being said, for today, I have a few goals that I wrote down that I wanted to achieve, kind of like last video. So goal number 1 is to build a miner's cabin for the mineshaft that we have right outside. Goal number 2 is we're going to raid an enemy mineshaft for the rails and the carts, which, like I showed you guys on the last video on the map, I am fairly certain that this is one of those mineshaft spawns. So we're going to do that. And then next up, we got build a fishing dock for our little cozy pond. Next, we have build fish trap. We're going to put some fish traps in our pond. I don't know if we can actually catch any fish in our pond. I don't know if it's any water source or it has to be like an existing water source that has like fish activity. But we're going to find out. We're going to see. And if not, aesthetics, you know? And then the last goal of the day is we're going to try to upgrade our farmer's workbench to tier 2. But anyways, without further ado, we're going to start with the easiest task first. We're going to clear our field that we planted on the last episode, and we're going to see where we're standing with the upgrade. Because what do we need? We just need 5 lettuce and... Okay. We have some beech trees and aspen, like, close to us. So we can definitely do this, like, right now. So let's shut that. Don't want any creepies getting in there. And let's totally tear up this field. Alright. And then let's quickly... I'm pretty sure all these are aspen. Like I said last time, I'm not trying to chop down like all the trees directly around my house, because that would just make it look bad. So I'm just going to chop this guy down. Oh, that's birch. That's not even aspen. Well, shoot. Oh, some wheat. Seedling woods. Emerald wilds. Okay. Okay. Well, hold on. We can find a quick and easy beech tree. I almost feel like I don't mind chopping down this little tree in the back. I'll keep the birch trees, but I'm pretty sure that this is beech wood. Oh, okay. Okay. First time using our copper equipment. Let's frickin' go, dude. Easy. Look at that. Big improvement on combat. Okay. So now we have 5 beech logs. Boom. Perfect on the money. Exactly what we needed. Okay, for the next one we need carrots, corn, and, well, we already got the birch wood, so that's done. Oh, wait, no. We need one more birch wood, but that's not hard. That's easy. Oh, and look. We can already craft the fishing trap. I didn't even know what we would need for that, but we got it out the way. There we go. That was one of the daily objectives. We'll put that guy... Is it going to let me put it in this? It's not even letting me place it. Does it have to be, like, too deep, you think? Maybe that's what it is? Okay, let's take our rubble. Is that gonna let me... Oh! Okay. It has to be too deep. That is a requirement. And then I think I played with my buddy, and I'm pretty sure he did it, so I don't have any clue how to do this. Oh! Well, not like that, but... I'm pretty sure he just put berries inside of this thing. I don't know how you do it, though. Okay. I might have to look that up because I have no idea. But for the time being, let's buy these. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we'll do the excess like that. And for now, we're just going to sell everything for essence. Oh, we did get another eternal seed. That's pretty nifty, huh? All right. Okay, and just like that, the field is fully planted and ready to go. So now while we wait for this whole field to grow and possibly get tier 3 before the end of the episode, we can start working on our next project. It did start to rain, but scratch that really quick. Before we move on to the next projects, since we know that this is going to need to be too deep, I want to quickly drop this whole thing down and then replace this third layer that is currently dirt with something that's going to look a little better, which I think cobblestone will go well with this. If I keep this as like one block in lining the rubble that's going all the way around, and then yeah, on the second layer it's going to all be cobbles. So I'm going to fast forward this and make this really quick. So I finished digging out the whole inside. However, I don't have enough cobblestone to completely fill it back in. So we're just going to have to get that as the episode progresses. And also, I don't know if it's because I got too close to them or if it's because I took the blocks out from underneath them. But like most of our lily pads broke. So I'm really hoping that I find lily pads elsewhere, so I can put them back in later on to get that aesthetic back. But outside of that, it's done. I just need to fill it in with cobblestone. The next thing that we should do is build the dock for this thing, which I think I'm just going to make a simple wood dock. We're kind of limited to the resources that we currently have at our disposal. So we'll see what we can make with this. Let's plug that in. Oh, that looks pretty cool. The basalt brick pillar. That looks pretty cool. You think that would look good next to this? I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. But anyways. Let me see. What else am I'm doing? Okay. Wait, aren't there also planks that you can make? Because I feel like the planks would probably be good for a dock. Or is that what it is? Simple wooden platform? Maybe I need to try other wood types to find like the planks that I'm thinking about. Yeah, like these. Okay. So it's not, they don't come from oak. I don't know what kind of wood this originally was because it just says softwood plank. But these are what I want right there. Let me go break down some trees really quick and see if I can find out which ones I need in order to make more of those. Okay. And we're back. I went out and pretty much filled up my inventory with like everything that I could find and that I came across. I think the two that we have to try are these ash logs. That's not the right kind. Or the beech logs. Yeah, okay. Beech logs do make that kind of platform. So we got to figure out how we want to place these. I'm thinking like 1, 2, 3, maybe 3. Since that fits so nicely, we can still fit columns. Okay. Those look a little weird. It doesn't really look like a supported thing. Like, I don't know if I like that. Maybe it's also too wide. What just... This frog just... Okay. Hey, wait. It says we can harvest the fishing trap. What is that? That's just a clay block? Hold on. I need to empty my inventory really quick. Hold on. So, ironically, right as I opened that fishing trap and I went to organize my whole inventory, my wife had just gotten home from work. And we had plans to go to the gym. So, that's why I'm wearing new clothes. We went to the gym. I got a shower in, and now we are good to go again. But anyways, apparently, I don't know if this thing is going to be able to catch fish in our pond. But we now know that we can catch a salt block, which I have never seen that up to this point yet. Apparently, it can be refined at the chef's stove, which we don't even have built yet. There we go. Maybe let's say... Was that another frog? Dude, what is up with the frogs in my area? They are not happy with their lives. Okay, and then if we take it with half slabs, and now we rotate these going side to side. Why does it have to change every single time we just place one? I feel like now this is starting to look more like a diving board, though. Is this going to look obnoxiously tall? Actually, no. I don't think it looks... I think that looks fine. I think if we dress it up with some supports now, we might be cooking here with this. Okay, how's that look? It is, like, kind of thick and blocky compared to, like, how big the pond is, though, huh? I think that's the only problem. I wonder if we should try trading out the supports. I feel like this kind of thing would look better in Minecraft. But anyways, I want to see how these work with half slabs. They don't. They don't work with half slabs. Not like that. I think the closest we've gotten is that big bulky one. Like, that was the best looking one so far, but I still don't think that that's like... I don't think that that's the move. And also, maybe 3 wide is too wide for this pond. I think I'm trying to go too big with it. It needs to be more simple. Okay, let's try that. And then let's bring our supports back out, because this water is going to be messed up. There we go. It's not... It is still messed up, but... What else are we going to do about that? Okay. And now what if we do like this? Okay. Yeah, like, I liked it better before when we didn't try to do, like, an entry to it. Let's dig those out. We'll do like that with the logs facing up, because I always like how that looks. I'm still not... There's something missing, man. I honestly didn't think that this was going to be that hard, but... Still got to figure out the building styles within Hytale compared to Minecraft. Because I just don't think that things necessarily visually appeal in the same way as they used to in Minecraft, you know? How's that? Okay, I don't think it's anywhere near perfection, but I think that this is like the nicest, cleanest looking design that I could come up with. This might just have to make good for now. Maybe later we'll try to come back and make it look better when we have more resources. But for the time being, I don't think that this is bad. I think that this is like, you can tell it's a fishing dock. I even added a little light post, so like, it does the purpose, you know? I'm not going to say that I'm completely proud of it compared to, like, the other stuff that we have so far, but it's progress nonetheless. So, this is going to be our fishing dock for now. And maybe, I think I'm going to add a chest, like, right here. Oh, what was that? Purple coral seashell. Okay, I've also never seen that before. Interesting. I definitely think we should put some more fish traps, more than just one. What am I looking for here? I guess I'll put that with the nature stuff. Yeah, same with the salt block, because I don't even know. We'll see what we're even going to do with that. But anyways. I think all of our crops are actually already ready to pull. Yeah, they all look fully matured. Let's do a little pulling montage with some spicy music.
The scripts off the damn page. Jurassic tactics, we raw in the mix. Green scales gleam bright, no hits, ain't slick. Dawson in the cut, SteggyGang so fly. Reppin' prehistoric, we reside in the sky. From the books to the lab, yeah, we scheme while we stunt. Schedule one moves, throwing brains in a hunt. Talents out, watch them scratch.
All right, we got everything from the farm. And then we can make one of those greater essence of life to do the upgrade. So there we go, tier 3 farmer's workbench. And now what do we need next? 20 cauliflower and 20 turnips. 20. And then should we almost start collecting, like outside of the main ones we need to actually achieve the upgrades? Should we start just working through the eternal seeds? I wish I knew exactly how many seeds I need in order to fill up the whole plot. I should probably pay attention to those numbers. But okay, let's plant the 20 cauliflower first. I'm not going to do it with fancy rows or nothing. We're just going for it. Okay, there's that. And then the rest, so that was already 40, and then we had 60 wheat. So we can figure out how many seeds we need each time based off that, on what's left over for the wheat. Is this even going to be enough? I think we're going to be... We're short by 2. So 40 plus 60 plus 2. So 102 is what we need. Oh, no, because there's these 2 as well. So it's really 104 because we already have 2 eternal seeds down. Okay. That seems pretty good to me. Everything else is done. We just need to make the mineshaft, and then obviously before we start the building of that, we should go conquer that mineshaft spawn area and get the rails and the carts for the build. So we're ready to just go, dude. Let's set our waypoint. We'll set it right there. And here we go. This is going to be our first combat adventure. And it's honestly pretty close to our house. I don't even think that we, Oh, I'm going to kill this pig. I'm assuming this is going to be light leather. Yup. Need that. Thank you for the hide. But yeah, look how close this is to our house. Like, I don't even need to fast forward that travel time. That's too easy. I'm robbing everything of importance. Including the ladders. And there's already our first, our cart and our first rails. Nope, there's another one already. I'm surprised there's no enemies chilling around here. You'd think they'd at least keep, like, 2 guards up here or something. Alright. I feel like I've already taken everything of oh, they did have exactly 2 guards up here. I wonder if... Oh, no, these were for the mine, because they have different armor than the normal, like, wandering ones. Stay back! I'm warning you! Alright, they didn't take the warning. This guy's not even aggroing me, but he's definitely gonna die. Whoa! Another memory. Whoa, was that him who hit me? These guys actually fight back? It's like a mole. Aren't they supposed to be blind? How does he even see me? Okay, we definitely need to heal up. I'm gonna use the good vegetable skewer. Make that process a little quicker. It looks like... Oh! I'm glad I didn't take any fall damage. It looks like there's a ton of rails down here. And this is actually way nicer of a ladder. We'll have to take that on the way back up. I'll take all the torches. Ain't gonna leave none of them behind. Nice. Easy money. He didn't have the heart for it. This is already a ton of railing. I thought the railing was going to be more aesthetic at first, but honestly, we're going to actually be able to utilize this to, like, go down a decent distance into our mine that we build. You always want to break these barrels and these crates, by the way, because they can drop some random useful stuff, especially light hide, which is really important at, like, any point in the game, especially for repair kits. Oh, there's the rat. I'm not being very tactical using a lot of blocking, huh? There's another one. Look at all the light hide we're getting. Oh. Okay. Always take the chest. That can be the chest that we need next to our dock for all of our fish and our stuffs that we catch. What is that? A crude mace. I'm down to try out the mace. I actually haven't used it once yet. I think the only other thing outside of the normal, like, default sword in the game that I've used is the dual daggers, because a lot of people are saying that they're really good. But personally, I honestly don't like the daggers that much. Oh, there's a spellcaster. I have my own magic. The magic of arrows. Nice. Man, we are definitely going home with a full inventory of just random stuff. And I'm not mad about it. Oh, I forget, we also need to make sure we get cobblestone to finish the bottom of the lake. Or the pond, I should say. It's not big enough to be a lake. Okay, we're ready for another piece of food. Dash! Hiya! Ooh! That's an uncommon mace. Better than the crude mace. Honestly, we got, like, everything that we needed. I kind of say that we just, we call it good, and then we revisit this place in the future. Since there's clearly a lot more resources that we could get from this. Oh, that's why it looks especially dark even in the main portions, because it's nighttime. See, we need to get home and get in bed anyways, dudes. And then as we're passing over this before we go to bed, let's finish this up. Oh, there's fish in my pond now, dude. You think they started spawning because I made it too deep? You think that's what it is? And it's based off, like, the biome, what kind of fish spawn? It looks like they want to swim almost a little lower. I wonder if I shouldn't fill all of it in and I should go one more layer deep. Because I want the fish to spawn. That's huge. Because now I know my fish trap is going to catch fish. Why? Because there's fish. Whoa. Oh, I'm drowning. I thought the fish were dying because I was filling it in. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to fast forward this. I'm going to dig this out and complete it. And that is completely filled in now. Let's take a look. Yeah, I think this still looks natural. And it looks like just a cute little pond, you know? And look, we got fish now. Whatever. That doesn't look the most natural, but I didn't like that little 2-block space that went in right there. Didn't look right. But anyways, I would say that's pretty freaking good, dude. And we got fish to spawn. This area is definitely looking a little different from when we first moved in. So. Okay, as a side note, before I finish dumping my inventory, I put a chest out here, right here under our little light post for all of our fishing stuff. And then I made 3 more fishing traps. So, I'm kind of going to spread these out. I don't want to put them all next to each other. Oh, maybe I need to. Why is this not wanting to place now? Oh, there we go. Just not far enough out, I guess. Like right there? Okay. That doesn't look awful. That looks like we have a bunch of fishing traps in the water. Looks nice. Looks evenly spaced out. Okay, okay. Alright, I'm gonna dump my inventory and then we're gonna get building. As another side note, when I was editing the first video of the series, I was looking at this guy over here in the corner where we had first put him, and I was like, I feel like that doesn't do such a cool statue justice. Like, he looked very tucked away, didn't really look that good over there. So I was trying to figure out how I can make this look good, because I feel like this is a cool idea, putting him central to the front door of our house. I do think this is still a little low. I think it needs to at least start, like, right there. I think that's perfect. Let me just climb and mount and get up there. And then... yeah. I like that. See, I actually am okay with that. I don't think it needs to go all the way to the end. I think that looks pretty cool. I definitely think that makes the house look way cooler. Okay, I like that. We're good. So, first things first, with this little mineshaft hole, I'm going to very quickly go through and terraform this whole thing so that we can put our little mining cabin directly above the hole and have a nice little drop down for it. So I'm gonna speed run this really quick, and then we're actually gonna do the build. Okay, so I totally went through and terraformed this whole thing. I also turned a bunch of dirt blocks into grass blocks, and I kind of cleaned up a lot of it. I covered up our hole, and then I decided where the minecart was going to go down. So it's going to start right here, and then it's going to descend down, and we're going to have to clean that up in the future. But as far as this episode goes, I'm just going to get this set up and looking nice. But right here, there's going to be a double door. I'm going to put a little window so you can look through and see the rails going down in our minecarts. And I think I want to do... I just want to do like a simple pitched roof going like between the trees and the tree leaves. I think that'll look nice tucked away. We did chop down 2 of the birch trees, but I think there's still enough nature right here where it looks natural and it looks really nice. So, I did make these lighter blocks because I wanted to see... I feel like these looked kind of rustic. It'd make good for a mining cabin design. Yeah, I think that'll turn out good. Let's make some more of those. Just like that. And then I know it looks a little funky with the design how it is, but I think it looks better when it was too tall, but we're gonna see, because we might, with the roofing, it might overhang just enough to cover this top block anyways. Which is why I kind of did that, so... okay. So this is the door I decided on. I thought that was kind of fitting. And then I like these windows, so you can kind of get a good view on the inside. And they look pretty proper. It looks like they're made with iron for like the crossbars. But these are purely made out of wood. Resource efficiency. But anyways, we still need to decide the floor, and we also need to decide the roof. I think I'm going to fill in this top portion of the roof with just half slabs of like wood. But we're going to take a look to see what we want to do the floor as. Alright, so this is the design we settled on. I did redwood floors, and then I started, this is where the rail cart is going to start, just like right here. I'm assuming it's like Minecraft, where you can just set it on the rail, get on it, and like write it down. But I started clearing this out a little bit. I was thinking that maybe this can be like the first tier where we kind of have some stacked chests and some storage for the mines. And then, yeah, in the future episodes, we're going to have to get this all cleaned up to kind of get a clean ride down and make it look nice. But for the time being, once again, we're just focusing on finishing up this up here. Which so far, I think this is going good. I also brought a table over just for funsies. Stick that in the corner. I don't think I have a chair for it for whatever reason. I guess I didn't steal the chair too. But, yeah. Put that right there. Get rid of the torch. And then we can put a little double chest right there as soon as you come inside. And kind of do dual double chests. It kind of blocks off from you falling in our little rail car hole. But anyways, I need to patch this boo-boo. I need to make some more some grass dirt blocks. 1, 2. And now the last thing for us to do is to start placing some of the rails and build the roof. Which side? Yeah, probably the far side, huh? Oh. Am I gonna have to do the rotate button on every one of these rails? I guess it's just based off where you're standing, so... Oh, can it not do a turn while dropping down, though? Okay, there we go. Okay, for the time being, I think that's as far as we're gonna go. Because I don't know the route that I'm gonna want it to run for the moment. So, let me just kind of mine this overhead out. There we go. We got some chest placements starting. We got this going down. It's all coming together pretty good. And maybe at some point, we'll just border this half of the house off. In case any mobs come up from the mines, they can't, like, come and chill in our house. Because, like, that's not cool. Right? And then I was thinking for the roof, I'm just going to do this cobblestone half slab. To break up all the wood on the inside of the house. So now the last thing to do is just decide on what we want the roof to be. Because there's a few different color roofs that we can do. I just don't know what vibe we want to go for yet. Do we want to match the house? Do we want to do something completely different? I have no idea. Okay, how does that look now? Yeah, that definitely looks way better. I think that's, yeah, we probably could go down one more. I don't think it's necessary. I kind of like this, because this is like old school log cabin. Like, you see the ends of the logs. It's kind of fun. Kind of cool. Yeah. I'm happy with that. The only other thing I'm, like, wondering is if I should do more of a, if I should overhang it one off. No, I think that's too much. I honestly think we're good with where we're at. I think the only thing that would add an extra touch of character... Hold on. I feel like that would look kind of nice outside the mineshaft. It just kind of looks like a normal workbench, you know? So that's kind of fun. And then the other thing I was thinking is that since this is our mineshaft, we could go back here and add, like... Let me see, where do we want this? How deep do we want it? Because we want it to be seen. Like that, and then can this be pushed off the rails like in Minecraft? No, it just stays right there. Oh, unless you get in it. And then it most definitely... Oh! I didn't mean to break that wood block, or that dirt block. Okay, so as long as we don't get inside, it stays right where it's supposed to. And what I was gonna do is I was gonna take some flowers and just plant some flowers all around the area. I picked these when I was out looking for extra plant fiber. Yeah, that looks nice. That looks nice. Yeah, look at that, dude. Okay. Well, there we go. That's solid. I'm happy with this. This is great. Okay. Let us put away the remainder of our stuffs. I wanted to do like a lighting source with these chains. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, I totally went blank on the other thing that I was going to try to check on. What kind of lighting sources can we make? Any tree log, candle, and tree sap. Ooh. Any tree log and tree sap. Okay. So let's pull our tree sap. Let's pull our oak logs since we always get a ton of those. We can craft up 3 of those. So now we have our chains that we stole. Oh, well. That don't make much sense. Okay. Should we do it from the trees, like, surrounding it? Like, what if we did, like that? Oh, yeah! That's the stuff, dude. That looks amazing. See, and if I did, like, one from this single branch above the minecart, it, like, highlights the flowers in the minecart back there. And then one more on this back one to add some more depth. Dude, that's gonna be money. That is money. Look at that, dude. I think the only one I'm not completely happy with is actually this one. I feel like this one could go up a little higher. And then we hang it like that, where it's a little higher. Yeah, okay. That's better. That's better. Ah, but now that this is more lit up, you can see that other tree where it, like, grew into this one, and I don't really like the way that that looks. All right! Sick! Check that out. I think that looks awesome. Look, this is going to be the screenshot for the thumbnail. That right there. Alrighty, well, that is the last goal for the day, and I think that this area is honestly starting to look pretty sick. Like, our house is a nice vibe. I like that we moved the statue to the roof. We got our cute little miner's cabin over here with the cool lighting sources. And then we got our little dock. I'm not going to brag too much about the dock, because I definitely think there's a way to do it better. But I'm going to have to play around with that, because I was having a hard time getting that to look the right kind of way for, like, a fishing dock. But anyways, this has been a great episode, guys. If you enjoyed the video, I would very much so appreciate if you left a like. And if you guys want to see the rest of my Hytale Let's Play videos, you guys can subscribe, turn on the notifications. For the whole month of February, I am only going to be posting Hytale videos. So if that's all you guys want to see from me, then guess what? That's the only thing you're going to get notified about. So, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I will catch you guys on episode 3 in probably 1 or 2 days, because I'm getting these things edited at a pretty good pace. But anyways, bye!